Well, you think about Stephen Curry, and your first thought is he's a remarkable three-point shooter. That's right. But he's not just a long-range threat.
Yeah, I see him as a shot maker, one of the league's top mid-range shooters off the pull-up, too, and he's a creative finisher. Floaters and backspin shots, English, high off the glass. Again, the best shot maker, I think, in the history of the game.
Here's Curry after the basket by San Antonio. They kick it out to Green. Plenty of space. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Parker against Curry. Duncan with the screen for Parker. Shot is off, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Push from a win against Portland.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Leonard, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Andrew Bogut.
Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach. Even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches wide. Wow.
Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay?
Huh.
So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, that's huge. And that one's good, Barnes.
And early on, they looked great. They'd made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Curry with the steal. Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Outside Leonard. Banked in off the glass.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
The Warriors trailing. Down low. It's stolen by Duncan. Leonard kicks to Green. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Green's got his second bucket of the night. Warriors have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Offensive rebound. Bogut kicks to Barnes. Drains the three-pointer. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. That has to make you feel good as a group.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
Now here's Curry. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Portland. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Scooped up. Green with the block. And he's able to get it back. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
The dish to Mills. Goes up on the high post. They get it again.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Miller against Curry. Changes up. Here's Green. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Leandro Barbosa is checked in for Steph Curry. The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And last season, 77% from the line, they could usually get the job done there.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Here is Livingston. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Here's Livingston. Offline with his three. For San Antonio, they've gone 7-15, just over 50% from the floor. So good looks. And Mills kicks to Leonard. Here's Marjanovic. He's covered by Iguodala. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Andre Miller, what a virtuoso floor general he has been. By far the career leader in assists among active players. Over 1,000 more assists than the next guy on the list, which is Chris Paul.
San Antonio making a switch here. Diaw's checked in. Golden State also making some changes. Bazili's checked in for Spates. Rush comes in for Draymond Green. And Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston.
Andre Miller, one of the best dime droppers around.
16 seconds left in the first quarter. And here is Barbosa. He got it up. And no good trying to get that one. And LaMarcus Aldridge, the franchise player on this team, without question. He talked about the responsibility that comes with that role. Greg, does that acceptance come with putting a whole lot more pressure on yourself? And if so, what does that do to LaMarcus Aldridge's game?
You know, Kevin, that's what's going to be so interesting to find out. Some players, you know, they really relish in that situation. They rise to that occasion. And others, I don't want to say they wilt under the pressure, but they're just not comfortable in that environment. And in the NBA, you get to do it on TV and in front of thousands in person.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
It really does. I mean, it's a lot easier to get buckets inside. That's elementary, and they've done that through one.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Spurs. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with Boris Diaw. And it's Parker in at the point guard position. The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in. You can point to any number of things, Clark, the Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finish with the league best 28 road wins.
That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the run, it's no doubt. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
It's stolen by Green. Parker left side. Diaw, the screen. Passes it to Green. Here's Leonard. The rebound by Azili.
And for the Warriors, they would go on several road trips undefeated last season. Still, the only time they looked vulnerable were games on the road.
Good.
And you can sense the momentum really starting to swing their way.
Yeah, they're taking charge here. I mean, there's no question about it, Greg. And the lead, I think, is just going to continue to grow and grow from here. And, you know, with the Warriors on the road, they would occasionally dig a hole they couldn't get out of. Still, hard to critique a team that was so dominant in every facet of the game last season, even on the road.
David West, he's checked in for Boris Diaw. And then for Golden State, Spates checked in for Azili. Draymond Green comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Now, here's Parker. He had 10 points in the win against the Rockets in Houston. Nobody near Leonard. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Parker against Barnes. To the middle. It's deflected. Here's Aldridge. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Aldridge has got 6. Warriors leading by 6. Here is Livingston. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Fires the 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. They're almost always deadly when he's that open.
When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree. To maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Warriors. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. Livingston dishes to Green. No good from outside.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him today.
And shot opportunity, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. And the Warriors with some changes. Bogut comes in for Maurice Spates, and Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. Mills with the steal. The drive by Green. Warriors have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Iguodala, the pass to Bogut. And here we go with Green. Nobody back. That gives them the lead. Green's got his 3rd basket of the night. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Spurs.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slim Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely.
And guys, every time we think Patty Mills is going to take the next step in his development, he takes a step back. Last season, he shot career lows from the field and behind the arc after having one of his best ever campaigns the year before. That really just makes a coach pull his hair out. And fortunately for me, I don't have it.
Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Miller against Barbosa. Pass to Bogut. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Back to Mills. The Spurs could have used his contributions last year. Parker was hobbled. Corey Joseph was still learning. Mills didn't put together consistent efforts and ended up losing minutes. Clark because of it.
Yeah, you know, Mills had the opportunity to make it.
I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Curry outside, and that's not going to go. And a pretty tight kick.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, you have...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Just dang it. Daniel, why you gotta do this to me?
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they called the right plays, and then they executed. Great job in the first half. That's why they were so efficient, and they shot so accurately. The defense threw a number of different looks at them, but they were always prepared because they were cool, calm, and efficient.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
The big positive, I think, their points in the paint. They were determined to work the ball inside. Ernie, it worked. It's always worked. I got 4 rings. I know it works for a fact. That's why they call me Dr. O'Neal, because I'm a master at being dominant on the inside. Anyway, you got to keep that going, because that will continue to open things up for them on the perimeter.
That does it for halftime, as the game is just about set to get going again. We send you back to Kevin Harlan.
1D, and then as soon as I got a D,
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first game. Third quarter starting here now. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays. I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3, and it's Curry in at the point. Green kicks to Parker. Aldridge, no one around him. And they're able there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Warriors shooting well, 50% from the floor. Barnes dishes to Bogut.
It's just that.
Curry against Leonard. Lock at 6. Curry attacking. Bank shot, no good.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Well, the Spurs, Greg, great at home last year. That's not surprising. Anyone who's paid attention, we expect that they're just so tough at home, year in and year out.
And Kevin, how about going 33-8 at home last season? And despite being a 6 seed, only the Hawks and Warriors, the 2 best records in the league, won more games at home. Hard to imagine you could be a 6 seed with that kind of success.
I'm trying to give Curry a good game, but obviously it is not working. So Curry,
San Antonio calls timeout.
You know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through the Marcus Aldridge. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thanks, Doris.
It just hasn't been a very good day for these guys. They need him to start varying some of those.
Takes a 3. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Well, going back to Bogut, when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. Greg, one of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with tiny putbacks.
You know, he's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented lunch pail kind of guy who simply wants to do his part. You know, he's got a lot of length, and right there, he needed every inch of it.
That's true, G. You're right. You know, we really don't know that much about him in that department, but my goodness, when he gets up, he can go.
Yeah, he can still punch it when he wants to, though. We saw that, didn't we, fellas?
The Warriors have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball-handling ability at that off-guard position.
The Spurs making a switch here. West is checked in.
Well, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Warriors leading by 4. Here's Livingston. Lays it up and in on a nice reverse. Livingston's got his first 2 points. Greg for Thompson, last season an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists. A reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player. Terrific offensive player. Outstanding defensively as well.
Look at this. Did y'all even see him touch the ball? Yeah, it's probably not going to show it. Oh, I guess it is. Oh, there it was. The white hand. Yep, that connects to him.
And what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Maurice Spates.
And he came off that screen, and then he just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Azili gets the bucket.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
They set the pick.
I put it on freaking.
And it's Miller penetrating. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
The hardest move
Tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Rush. We're going to boom my pipe. Gosh.
Thompson against Leonard. Feeds it to Miller.
I was just about to.
Shoots the 3.
Ooh, what was that?
Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Bubba doop.
Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. 3rd is Stephen Curry. 4th, Klay Thompson.
What shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of course. They'd probably be draining shots from midcourt.
Boris Diaz checked in for the Spurs. The Warriors also with a sub. Clark's checked in. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years. Ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began. Outside Leonard. To the right side. To the paint. Here's Marjanovic. And the rejection by Azili.
Still got ball. And I jumped in it. Still got ball.
Some nice passing by Golden State. It's Rush outside. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Rush has got his 2nd bucket tonight. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Warriors.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
Tony Parker's checked in for Andre Miller.
Hello, guys, in the first
Golden State
podcast.
also making some changes. Andrew Bogut checked in for Festus Azili. Green comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Barbosa in for Sean Livingston.
And I want to try
The feed to Barbosa.
live. This actually wasn't my first podcast. I broadcasted freaking 3 times. Freaking, I didn't know how to post it.
Plays it up and banks it in. Barbosa's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Clark kicks to Barbosa. Iguodala, the pass to Barbosa.
I don't have a second chance.
From deep. And released it in time.
Hi, Papi. No.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th.
Drano.
Spurs trail by 7. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Duncan in at the 5. It's the San Antonio 5. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Duncan kicks to Leonard. Misses the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Green dishes to Curry. And Steph Curry with the
Listen. Boom.
That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
It's acceptable for a guy like you who can shoot threes.
Parker
like
against Curry.
Crazy.
Inside, here's Leonard. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Thank you.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Inside, Spades the pass to Curry. Looking to get it going, and he gets the bucket.
There you go. There you go, boy.
Now Parker.
Let's go Knicks.
And it's set by Spades. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Spades.
Not in my house.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And how good a playmaker has Tony Parker been? One of the best in recent history. The all-time leader in assists for the Spurs over his 14 years there. Just a crafty guy with the ball in his hand.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He really wants them to try to push the tempo here. See if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And continuing our talk of Tony Parker, the first year he laced up his sneakers, he increased the tempo for that entire Spurs offense, and it continues to this day.
Yeah, and the increase in floor spacing and tempo, a big reason the athlete, Tim Duncan and Parker, won the championship together in 2003.
Switch.
Duncan and Parker have won a few more rings since then.
They grab their own miss. And James shot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
No good on that.
And so last season for Tony Parker, somewhat of a shift. I mean, he was solid, but injuries cost him a few games. He also had his lowest assist and points per game totals since his rookie year. But he fought through like the champion that he is.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Golden State. No good on the second free throw. Last year, a big challenge for Tony Parker. He was in his 14th season, obviously. Every great player needs to transform his game as he gets on an age clock. We've seen like the great ones. Parker did put up the highest three-point percentage of his career last year.
And he also ran the offense with tremendous poise and professionalism and cut down the turnover average as well, the lowest of his career.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
He feeds it to Duncan. Outside, Green. Leonard on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. No good from the wing. Warriors leading by 5. Barnes kicks to Green. Misses in close.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Right side Curry. Tries from 16, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Curry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Outside Aldridge. And it's good in the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 7th assist here tonight.
I love that plan. Set up the opportunity for the mismatch.
Yeah, knowing they have to get a bucket here and exploiting the height advantage where they can find it, that's a no-brainer to me.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Ball's not loose. And it's the Warriors on the break. And Curry with the stop.
Curry with the dunk.
With the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket
Mama
and don't let them set up the defense.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
There's a minute 40 left to play in the final quarter. And the wide open shot from Green. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And now a 12-point Warrior lead.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in.
Switch, Curry, switch.
Curry against Parker. Kicks it to Aldridge. 1:25 left in the game. Shot to stop the run. And another shot. Duncan. Thompson with it.
Excuse me, sir. Did I tell you to touch the ball?
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Warriors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
When you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant the game this was for Curry. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result. And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
Yeah, sloppy D there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Extremely untidy on the defensive end. I mean, when he gets it in that close, that's an easy bucket.
Leonard, no luck. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Iguodala and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
That's good.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
11 seconds left to play here in the fourth. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. And the Warriors lead by 11.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
And here's Green outside, and Thompson sends it back. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.